Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we were exploring the city of El Dorado, specifically the Lopsided Square. Let's go ahead and head into Old Town Shop. I already stole the stuff from it. Now we're gonna talk to the people and act like everything is completely normal. Hey Uri! Haven't seen you guys here in quite a while. Well, if it isn't the Taskmaster. What's up? The store still holding up from your illegal means of profit? Well, now I don't feel bad. For the last time, Murray, I do not have a sweatshop up in the attic filled with little old ladies who are chained to stone ovens and are forced to make this store's muffins for 10 cents an hour. Uri laughs. Just a little joke, man, that's all. You should be used to it by now from me. Just the sort of witty remark I would expect from our little band's lead clown. Uri grits his teeth. Shut up, Pran. Who are you talking to, Uri? Is being a college student beginning to take a mental toll on you? Uri quickly says, nah, it's nothing. Actually, since this store is in the middle of downtown, you might have run across someone who we are sort of looking for. Careful, Lynn, with what you say around people you're acquainted with in this world. Well, if it's the whereabouts of someone you guys are trailing, my most trusted employee, Erin, would be the person to ask about that. She is usually the one taking care of the register, after all. She would naturally have taken better note of the people who have been through the store, but not people who are stealing things. As the owner, I am better suited to a section more at the back of the store, out of the sight of the customers, such as the attic. Here, Uri has another one of those teardrops. Okay, man, thanks. You... take it easy, alright? And it's the exact same conversation. Blushing girl. Giggle, sweetie, I believe this morning glory muffin you bought for me is a tad too sweet for a girl as unworthy of your devotion as I am. Well, somebody's full of themselves. Oh wait, did she say worthy or unworthy? Let me try that again. Unworthy. Never mind. My bad. Enamored man. Oh, my dear, nothing can possibly be any sweeter than you. A homeboy of Harrison's. Hey, what's up, Harrison? None of us have seen you around here ever since that place where you, Uri, and Dusk were working had apparently gone AWOL a few months back. After neither you three nor any of the rest of the employees had been seen around El Dorado for some time, the media had concluded that there had simply been a terrible fire that come about one night when no one else was around downtown to notice it, and the owner and every last one of the employees had happened to be trapped inside when it broke out, and so you all had perished entirely in the fire that had burned down Bella's with no trace left to be found. What happened, man? Well, you aren't likely going to find any of the others alive, either. Everything happened pretty much just as you said. You see, the three of us had, managed to escape the fire that night, whereas everyone else did not make it. We were, injured, though. So, we were taken to the hospital here by an anonymous stranger, though the staff wasn't able to help us because of the severity of the burns we'd received. And so then they sent us to another hospital out of town, where we weren't fully healed and released until yesterday. I guess simply that neither the stranger nor the staff of either ward we've been patients at chose to reveal us or themselves to the media for their own reasons, and so that's why no one knew about our actually being alive this entire time. But here we are! Uri has one of those teardrops, appropriately so. Uh-oh. Does this guy suspect something? Oh! Well, that explains it. Man, that must have been a rough couple of months for you three. Lim brushes away some sweat from his eyebrow. Or, you know, teardrops. Phew, that was close. Yeah, that was a nice save there, Harrison. Throwing together a story like that so quickly. I almost believed it myself. You know, he's still standing right there. Well, we can't let anyone know what really happened. That the owner and everyone on the day shift whom we really hated and had all suddenly revealed themselves to be monsters in reality, turned on and ate all of our other... Wait. Turned on and ate all of our other human friends from the night shift. What do you mean by turned on? Cast a magic spell on me that turned me into an avian, and then tried to start a demon cult that would terrorize an entire world, thus you, Lyn, and Dusk were forced to slay all of them. Right? Oh, Strikeback says turned on them. As in turned against them. Okay. Also, nice recap. Awkward wording aside. You look 99% important, so I'm gonna go over here to the lesser percent. Marianne, the register lady. Welcome back after so long, children. Our orange marmalade muffins are on sale this afternoon. It is interesting that even people of this world call these guys children. Ooh, they got stuff. Oh boy. I kind of want. Okay, let me make sure that these characters of our team are able to equip these. This is not mentioned in the guide. This is totally not mentioned in the guide. Instead, it's talking about a dungeon that we are going to, and that dungeon happens to be where I quit before. Well, after the dungeon, rather. So, at this point, I'm not going to peek ahead. Really? You're not going to tell us who can equip this stuff? Well, I'll just assume that everybody can equip them. I'll buy one for the moment, until I'm able to decide what it is that I want to buy. Interesting. She uses that same trademark heart that the owner of the shop near Ruretha does. Wait, visibly actually saying heart? How does that work? Are we actually speaking in text? Okay, so we got replacements for the Platina gloves. Oh yeah. What was that sword that you had before that hits twice? The broadsword? No. The Kali staff? It might have been the Kali staff. So it's a 44-point difference here. Thereabouts, if my math is correct. Is it better to have the Ruda blade? No. No. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to re-equip the Kali staff. And as nice as fire resistance is, we're going to buff the heck out of How long have we been able to equip this? Huh. Well, anyway. So, going to do this, because that way, since Uri's weapon attacks twice, it's going to doubly benefit from this. I can afford 3 more. So you can have 2 of those. That's going to be really beneficial. And Lynn, you definitely need one of these. In fact, I'm tempted to give you 2 and unequip the icing. Not sure though. For now, you guys can kind of keep your stuff. Well, okay. No, I'll go ahead and buy 1 more. Because Lynn has that weapon that hits groups of enemies, and it's not so great against bosses, so this would kind of help make up for that. Hopefully this ain't a better idea, but it's the idea that I'm going with. Now we'll go ahead and sell the platina gloves that we had before, because you could totally do that to shops in southern half of rural America or something. Lost track of what I was saying there. Whatever. What else we got here, by the way? Agility plus 10, luck plus 15. What does Dusk have? He's got the Jolt Band, that's right. I do kind of want him to have that. And also Parapai Scarf. I'm focusing on his defense. Okay, back to my notes. Where are they? There they are. Let's go ahead and talk to the last person down here, because she looks important. Female student slash part-time worker extraordinaire, Erin. Oh, it's you, Dusk. And it looks as though all of your friends together have come with you this time. Haven't seen any of you in quite a while. Been missing the taste of plum nut bread, especially, Dusk? Plum nut bread. I'm gonna pass on that. Dusk says after a moment's thought, Actually, no, Miss Erin. Tempting as the thought of biting into a slice of your famous plum nut bread after so long is to me, I'm afraid the 4 of us have a more pressing need for coming here right now. Harrison cuts Dusk off and whispers to him, Remember, Dusk, if you are planning to inquire someone we know of whether people who resemble the Lunis Elru Knights have been spotted around here or not, try to make your conversation proceed as swiftly as possible. We cannot risk there possibly being one of the Lunis Elru Knights servants in the vicinity who would see us talking with someone for too long a time, else that will put our friends here in danger. Right, I know, you don't have to remind me. Miss Erin, you wouldn't happen to have taken note of any individuals entering this store within the last few days who might have appeared, strange looking to you in some way or another, would you? Huh? What do you mean? Teardrop? Well, you see, blast it. How can I ask this discreetly without telling the truth and causing her to think I'm utterly insane for trying to hunt down alien beings? Lynn steps in. What he means, Erin, is do you remember seeing anyone as of late who might have been concealing his or her face, like underneath a hood or something? Miss Erin? Now that I think about it, yes. A person bundled rather heavily in what appeared to be both a cape and a large wool coat arrived here yesterday morning. With it being the beginning of February, I didn't think that to be so peculiar at first, but Now that I can remember, the descriptions of the 4 people had asked me if I was acquainted with vaguely match all of you. Do you remember what he said when he described the people he was looking for? He asked if I had seen 4 male children about my age, one of them having long dark hair and wearing very plain baggy clothes, with no tact or subtlety whatsoever when it comes to social skill. Why that little... The second being as tall as I am, who wears glasses and has a tendency to react unnecessarily angrily to harmless jokes directed at him. Who said that about me? The third being a shorter person who wears a stupid-looking feather in his hair and acts way too idealistic and childish when it comes to dealing with every pretty girl he meets. How insulting. And the fourth being a, what you might say, handsomer type with short reddish-brown hair and a very idiotic grin on his face, who also seems to have an obnoxious wisecrack in mind for everything said to him. Son of a... Aaron smiles. I guess that would be you guys, huh? Your faces don't look very pleased at the moment. Can you tell us anything else, Ms. Girl who Dusk apparently has had a secret crush on for years? Dusk eyes widen. Pay no attention to him, Miss Erin. Tee, do not worry, Dusk. I wouldn't wish it for your sake. Actually, there is one more thing. The suspicious character was also hiding a good portion of his face underneath a hood. Just below the shadows that veiled his face, I could swear that I saw a narrow and yellow, almost cat-like eye set against grayish, metallic-looking skin. I did not wish to draw attention about what I would have thought I saw, for I wondered if maybe I had just imagined it all, or if his face was perhaps the result of a terrible illness. But... Miss Erin, you've met this person face to face, and he did not attempt to hurt you or intimidate you in any way? Why do you ask? Since when did you start playing detective, Dusk? No doubt about it all. It must be Gorgon Ghidra. He's one of the Lunis Elru Knights, right? Aaron's nose scrunches. One of the Lunis Elru Knights? Uri smacks Harrison in the back of his head. Nervous laugh. Nothing, Aaron. Nothing at all. He was just tripping. Thanks for all your help, okay? So, Bear Force says, my name is Aaron, so I immediately subconsciously think you're talking to me. Yeah, I get that way whenever somebody on TV is named Erica. The descriptions of the 4 people the man who came in yesterday had asked me if I knew vaguely match all of you. Those are good descriptions, I gotta say. Have I talked to you yet? The food here is great, but will probably be far too expensive for a man soon to become a broke university student like myself to be able to afford much longer. Amen, brother. Once you're out of high school, whatever money you had in the bank will just start disappearing into thin air. I mean, it's true. But that's because I was given a bunch of graduation money, and it's like, I'm gonna buy stuff. Anything else I might want here? I didn't take a look at the other stuff. Aloe vera, ammonia, throat spray. I only encountered silence once so far. Poison, sleep. Just to double check here. Definitely want you to have that glove. Both of them, in fact. Want you to be defensive and boosting your attack for certain, and attack and some defense. Who's got the lowest agility, actually? That would be a Lyn. So, never mind. Anyway, Beer Force says, I prefer to go by Beer or Rikus, though, because most of the time I hear my real name, it is because someone wants me to do something. Not an issue I generally have. Oh, there's another place open. What's that place? East Railroad. Okay. That is the place that I quit. Not gonna do that right now, though. I don't even remember what this place was. I'll have to go there in a bit. Okay, I think I might have enough time to take a peek in this place. A really strange-looking person stalked hurriedly past me while I was just outside a little while ago. That in itself wouldn't have ordinarily caught my attention, but there was just such a seemingly grim and malevolent aura about her. She kept her face really low also, to where I could not easily make out her features, but I thought I caught the glimmer off of two fang-like teeth protruding over either side of her mouth. I wonder if this was all just my imagination running wild. I mean, it's pretty silly to think that there's someone with such weird inhuman characteristics walking in our midst, yes? Sure. It isn't as though she could be an alien from another world or anything. Laugh. Okay, that was a little too on the nose there. I would have said demon. If it really wasn't just this girl's imagination, then I'd say that we might have just found the immediate trail of one of the Lunis Elru Knights. Nonsense. We shouldn't be ready to just up and start playing detective at every little notification of someone's sighting of a slightly eccentric-looking passerby. I think it would be wiser for us to hang around downtown a little longer and make sure we have some truly reliable information on where our enemies might be, if there is any, before leaving here and following after it leaves. I agree with Uri. It's not as though this town was short on freaks before the coming of the Lunis Elru Knights anyway. This girl could easily be talking about someone else entirely. The Earthling says to herself. Still, was that unnerving shade of silver the true color of that woman's hair? Or was it merely the winter sun casting her hair to appear that way? Well, I mean, we've already got a path to where the bad guys are hanging, so I'm gonna say that information is good. Or at the very least, the other information we've had is good. Now we got a buddy of Lyn's. It's been a while, Lyn. You been busy with school over in Magnolia or something? Is that why you have not been around the club at the last several weekends picking up girls with the rest of us? We've been wondering where our fellow players been lately, you know. The drinks just aren't as good without you around to entertain us. Charmies raises a baleful eyebrow. What's this I hear about you living your social life outside of school, carousing with the ladies, Lyn? Carousing. Lyn has one of those teardrops. This guy's mistaken, Charmies. I have no idea who he is. Welcome, gentlemen. How may I be of service? If you are on a journey right now, then would you care to rest for the night in one of our finest rooms we have here before continuing? Nah. I see. You must hurry on. But please be careful as you leave El Dorado, okay? I have heard some of our recent guests speak of seeing two different peculiar folks in hoods lurking about the city. Now we got a strangely out-of-place bunny girl. As small and crowded as downtown, It seems odd that there is one spot to the southwest corner of the square that appears to be vacant. There are shops everywhere on this block, except in that one area. I wonder if a shop used to exist there, but went under. And why do you appear to be staring at the top of my head, sir? That is a dumb question, and we are going to be blunt. Your ears, madam, they resemble those same ears that would belong to a creature of the lagomorphic class. Okay, at this point, I think that Dusk's sentence there is weirder than the ears. Looks as though something else unusual to an Earthling might have come here from Elvenia alongside the Lunis Elru Knights. You seriously never seen a bunny girl on Earth? I wonder what happened to that little restaurant on the opposite corner of the square. Oh, that's the place the other person was talking about. It was apparently completely torn down in the course of just one night. What could have made its business go under so fast, I wonder? Harry whispers to the others with a snicker. Must be talking about Bella's. I am sure it was doomed to disappear eventually, with such utterly disgusting food and equally disgusting clients serving it to zombified humans who knew no better. Okay, I gotta find out if anything interesting happens if we stay here. Yes. We are glad to be of service to you. Bell girl, show our guests to their rooms, won't you? Oh. And then is the default inn. Never mind. Please feel free to stay any time. That's also default. And then from there... I do hope you slept well. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I do hope you slept well, even though you chose to change your mind. Be careful as you leave El Dorado, okay? I have heard some of our recent guests speak of seeing two peculiar folk in hoods looking about the city. Oh, and we have a save point. Well, heck yeah, I'm going to take advantage of this. Even though I could just save on the world map, I think it'd be interesting to save at a different point for once. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and end today's stream and send you all on a raid to a friend of mine who has just gotten back into streaming, Fiore. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.